Chris Paul just had himself an MVP type game, 32 points, 8 assists. His playmaking abilities in this game is extremely good. The amount of wide open shots that the Suns get is actually insane. They get thousands of wide open shots, and that is mostly because of Chris Paul's playmaking abilities. He's also breaking records out here. Man is actually breaking records. 30 points and 8 assists. That is the first player to do that in a debut since Michael Jordan. So major props to Chris Paul for this game. Another thing is Chris Paul might have the best mid-range in the entire NBA. I'd say his mid-range shot's like almost unguardable. Devin Booker does have a mid-range shot, but not like Chris Paul. Literally not like Chris Paul. Chris Paul can just hit that shot. And the thing is, with this shot that like he does, he gets so much separation off of it, and it's just wide open shot. So I think he has the best. Like his pull up off that shot is just no other player I see doing that. KD does have a really good mid-range shot, but he's like 7 foot. Chris Paul's like what, 6 foot? So there's a major difference between that. I think the main reason why like Kevin Durant's mid-range shot is so good is because he's so tall. Another thing I think like you have to credit for Chris Paul doing is those lob passes to DeAndre Ayton, just those regular passes to him, and all the points that DeAndre Ayton has been making off of it. Coming into like this year, before this year, DeAndre Ayton was not this good. Could this have been because of Chris Paul? Honestly, don't know, but you can see by just watching. You can just see by watching the actual games that Chris Paul definitely makes him a little bit better. I don't want to say too much because DeAndre Ayton is a good player, and I really think he should have been the number 1 pick. He had like 19 rebounds in this game. I would definitely say that DeAndre Ayton is a top 5 center in the league. That's not counting the regular season. That's just based off like the playoffs, because he definitely like stepped it up a little bit more in the playoffs. Like 20 rebounds. That's like Shaquille O'Neal stuff right there. Moving on to the Milwaukee Bucks side of things, Giannis had an okay game. 20 points, 17 rebounds. He came out dominant. He was dunking and stuff. So I don't think the injury really affected him that much. I'm obviously not him, but it's just good to see him like playing okay. He's definitely not like 100% just by watching him. He's like kind of like moving slower than usual, but he's still playing okay. Going like more into the series though, he's gonna have to like step it up a notch if they want to beat the Suns. I'm gonna be honest, just by watching this game, I just still think game 2, like the Bucks are gonna come out and they're gonna win it, and I think this series is gonna go to like 7 or 6. That's still my prediction. I don't think this is gonna be like a Suns in 4, Suns in 5 thing. The Suns I think will be able to pull it out, but it just honestly depends on how good Giannis is playing. Because Giannis is the dude, he's a superstar. He's dealing with an injury. Also Chris Middleton, those 2 players on the Bucks, obviously. One thing you can't do though is overreact in this game. It's only game 1, and in a lot of series, when like you look at game 1s, it doesn't really predict the winner, and that's because like going into game 1s, coaches after that make adjustments. Now, is Bud gonna make adjustments? I'm really hoping. But Bud is like, a lot of people hate Bud and they say like he doesn't make adjustments and stuff. I don't know how true that is. I'm not that like into like how Bud makes adjustments and stuff. I know that like he's made some questionable like adjustments in the past, so hopefully he does make adjustments. But I mean, he usually does after the game 1s. They lost game 1 versus the Hawks, and after that they did way better. So I'm guessing they will. So game 2 is gonna really decide like who's gonna win and stuff in the entire series. I mean, that's when you kind of make guesses about who's gonna win. I wouldn't say make a guess about this game, because a lot of the series, like I know you guys remember like the Toronto Raptors was Orlando Magic, when the Orlando Magic won game 1, and then a lot of people were saying like the Orlando Magic gonna beat the Toronto Raptors and everything. Then after that, they went on to win like almost every game in blowouts and everything. So just don't even look at game 1s like that. Obviously you gotta look at it and say, the Suns are good. Chris Paul kind of unguardable, and then at the same time like realize how good the Bucks are. Giannis scored like what 49 points versus the Nets, and they won that series. I don't even care if there was a lot of injuries in the Nets series, but them like bringing the Nets to Game 7 and how they performed in that Game 7 proves how good the Bucks are. So don't expect the Suns to win in 4. The Suns are not winning in 4. If that happens, I'm just gonna be really shocked. I mean, it could happen, but if that does happen, then the Suns are just the Suns are just a really good team. If that, I don't expect that to happen. Like I said, I expect this to go to like the Game 6 or 7. If that happens, be shocked. If someone definitely paid the refs or something. Like I said in my other video, Chris Middleton had to play good for the Bucks to win. Now he did start to make like a comeback in the third and fourth quarter, but that wasn't enough. I think in the first half he was just missing way too much shots. He could have easily had like 35 points in this game if those shots fell. But the second half he did do pretty good. Maybe that can like continue into the next game. But going forward, like Chris Middleton, you need to step up if you want to win this. Like, do you want to win this game, my guy? With that being said, though, great game by the Suns, man. DeAndre Ayton, he was getting boards. He was dominating in the post. Chris Paul was doing his thing. Devin Booker was doing his thing. Great job by the Suns in this game. I want to see the Suns do the same thing next game. They seem like a coached team, really. Like they're they're always like on the same page. Hopefully that can continue into the next game, and hopefully the Bucks can get on the same page. I want this to go to Game 7. That's why I'm saying this. But anyways, don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Let me know what you guys think about this entire series in the comments down below. Who do you think is gonna win? Josh the Arch, and I'm out.